The double standards and hypocrisies of the West are being exposed and revealed more and more as conflicts arise, whereupon these double standards and hypocrisies are inevitably shown and are unable to be covered up. Let's watch a short clip from Daniel Dumbrill about this subject. Links to his full video will be in the description area.
The terrible images we see coming out of Palestine of dead, dying, injured children, grieving families, hysterical mothers, destroyed homes, and so much more, is exactly what the Western governments and propagandists wanted you to believe was happening to Muslims in China. This is the type of thing they wanted you to care about without providing any images of these things happening. Now, we see these things actually happening. We can see the images, we can see the videos. There's no question, there's no doubt about the suffering of Muslims and Palestinians of all other faiths and what they're facing now. But an odd thing has happened. The same people, the same governments, the same propagandists that wanted you to care about these types of things now stand with the people delivering that suffering. The US government, the main government funding and pushing this narrative that Muslims are being genocided in China, vetoed a UN Security Council resolution calling for a humanitarian pause to the killing and the violence responsible for thousands of Muslim deaths in Gaza thus far. Ursula, the president of the European Commission, who once said the idea that Russia was cutting men, women, and children off from water and electricity were acts of pure terror and considered them war crimes. When Israel did this same thing to their civilian population in Gaza, Ursula had little more to say other than that she stands with Israel and that Europe are friends of Israel. And leaders across the entire Western world began saying that Israel has the right to respond, a right to defend itself. China received no such empathy or support when they too experienced brutal terrorist attacks. Attacks which, by the way, targeted everyone, Uyghurs included. When China opened up their de-radicalization centers to Western media like the BBC and showed everyone one of the ways that they responded to extremism, it was labeled as dystopian and oppressive. Even just the idea that innocent people may also have been caught up in the training centers shown by BBC was considered crimes against humanity. Yet when Israel wipes out entire families of innocent people in their campaign to target terrorism, suddenly it's an acceptable and understandable level of collateral damage. And while Israel is in the process of turning what's frequently referred to as an open-air prison into a graveyard filled with its Muslim-majority inhabitants, they had the nerve to issue a joint statement in the form of a UN resolution raising concerns over how Muslims in China might be treated.